Good morning, everyone. This is Biz Chicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today is Thursday. So, on Thursday, we talk about happy, healthy habits with Robin Shimizu and her friends. Robin won't be in the studio today, but she'll be watching from the sidelines. So we want to just give her a big shout out. Hey, Robin, how you doing? And then we want to say to our producer, Miss Francine Gregory, thank you so much for all you do. And then I want to introduce to some and present to others, Miss Brenna Garcia from Living Smart, Smart Living with Brenna Garcia. So I'm going to be talking real quick about five habits that successful entrepreneurs do in order to keep themselves revved up. So I found this article over on in the Entrepreneur magazine online, and they were talking about the five health habits successful entrepreneurs swear by. And I want to just share some of those. They're like real quickies. Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter and Square, says that he meditates for 30 minutes a day. He says that by meditating for 30 minutes a day, it helps him get started because that's what he does immediately after he wakes up around 5 in the morning. He says mindful meditation is more for your mental and emotional health than for your physical health, but it's a beneficial addition to your routine and your daily, what would you say, schedule. Now, Avram Miller sticks to a consistent sleep cycle. Now, I love this. He says he's got a consistent schedule for when he goes to sleep. Avram Miller is the former Business Development, VP of Business Development at Intel. He says that he just really is convicted by the fact that sleep adds value to your life. He says he used to think that sleep was a waste of time. Now he believes that it's one of the three pillars of health, the other two being exercise and diet. He believes that it's important to keep a regular schedule. Now, we talk about this a lot on Biz Chicks, keeping a regular schedule. But I want you to know that sleep deprivation can even intensify physical pain if you are having various conditions. So don't miss out on sleep. It can make you less irritable, more productive, and more susceptible to building up, more susceptible to being alert to things that come across your path. Now, Seth Godin drinks a healthy smoothie every day. He's the best-selling author and blogger. Seth Godin revealed to us that he has the same thing for breakfast every day. He does a smoothie made from frozen bananas, hemp powder, almond milk, dried plums, and walnuts. I'm not saying you have to do the same thing every day, but what he is saying is eat something that's healthy first thing in the morning and make it a habit. Mark Cuban gets an hour of exercise every day. He's the billionaire that you see over there on Shark Tank. He owns the Dallas Mavericks. And Cuban knows that the importance of staying in shape will maximize your ability to travel to do business. And he makes sure that he gets at least 1 hour of cardiovascular exercise a day, 6 to 7 times a week. Now he's nearly 60 years old, and so Cuban role models an impressive routine. Now you know that you can benefit from exercise by just doing 75 to 150 minutes a week. So imagine what an hour a day would do for you. Now, Gretchen Cuban wakes up early for personal time. I think this is really important if you're an entrepreneur. You need to get some time away from everybody and everything. Gretchen Rubin, best-selling author of The Happiness Project, gets up at 6 in the morning every day. But what's truly important, she says, isn't the waking up early, but what happens when she wakes up early. In her own words on her blog, she says, I get up at 6 a.m. every day, even on weekends and vacations, because I love it. I get an hour to myself at my computer before my family wakes up for the day. It's quiet, light, and dim, and the world feels very serene. So, those are some tips from some very successful entrepreneurs on how to keep your life in balance and how to keep your health. So, with that, we're going to get started. I hope you got something from that article, and we just are really excited to talk to Brenna this morning. How you doing, Brenna?
Great. How are you doing?
All is well. What's our topic today?
That's wonderful. The topic for today is what's coming up. Everybody
Oh,
excited?
yeah, I'm intrigued.
I Yeah, I think everybody's excited for the holidays because that's when they get to deck the halls,
Oh,
right?
love it. Hmm.
Yes, yeah. Let's deck the halls and get ready for all the festivities that happen and take place for this wonderful time of the year.
Yes, because I was thinking about my Christmas tree. It's taking up space in my garage, and I don't normally put it up this early. But I was thinking, maybe I should just go ahead and put it up. Everybody put their Christmas tree up at Halloween this year. Did you see that?
No, probably after Halloween, but yeah, I think so because I was looking at the calendar and there's only 3 weeks left in December, like 3 weeks before Christmas in December.
Mm,
And Christmas is on the last week. So I'm like, I'm not putting my tree up in December.
uh-huh.
But yeah, got to get ready. I think seems so much shorter because it was a leap year. At any
Oh,
rate, we're going to be,
really?
yeah, I believe it was.
Hmm.
So I might be wrong. Can't quote me on it, but yeah, I might be wrong, but I think it was. So today I'm going to be talking about decking the halls and getting ready for all your wonderful holiday festivities, and but making it easy on you because
Oh, I like that.
less work is means less pain, suffering, especially as parents.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I always had a challenge with getting ready for the holidays was the oven.
Mm.
Yeah, tackling that oven.
Oh my
So
goodness.
yeah, not a fun project. When with all the chemicals that I would previously use, and I even tried to use one time the self cleaning option on the oven. I
Yes.
gassed everyone out of the house because of all the stuff that was in the oven.
Ah.
All the debris. It's essentially just heating everything up and burning it off. And if you have a lot, yeah, you'll need to evacuate the premises because that's what happened to
Oh.
us. Anything from
Mm.
pies spills over, turkey
Yeah.
juice spills over. It's just inevitable. So when I discovered I'm with Norwex. I'm a Norwex independent consultant. So I like to share easy tips on how to get jobs done quicker and easier with the least amount of elbow grease possible.
Yes.
So when we have an oven and grill cleaner,
Mm. Oh.
and some of the other ladies in my Norway sisterhood was like, yeah, if you're having a challenge with the oven, this would be a great way to tackle that because they've cleaned grills with it, they've cleaned their ovens and their convection ovens, and it makes the job so much easier. And
Wow.
it's non-toxic. There's no fumes, and all you're doing is you're heating your oven up to 100 degrees. You spray it inside, and you follow up with a Spirinet.
With the what?
It's a Spirinet. It's a ball of stainless steel,
Oh,
and that's
okay.
what we have. And it takes all of the hardened crusts off, and then you just wipe it down with your Enviro cloth.
How long does it have to sit, Brenna?
So once your oven is 100, you
Mm-hmm.
spray it, you leave it set for about 10 minutes.
Mm.
Yeah, it's all natural and bio-based. And what
Mm.
bio-based means is that it in 15 days it degrades when it gets released back into the environment, because that's kind of how our system is set up, is it goes through the water treatment facility and then it gets released. Well, they don't have a system to take out all the chemicals that we have in our personal care and cleaning products. They only have a system of taking out certain things. So what bio-based means is that not 80% of this will degrade in 15 days.
Wow.
While it's in the environment. So that's been tested, it's been lab tested repetitively, and they keep that formulation going for that reason. And it's also certified bio-based. We have certifications from the what is it? It's the EPA or something. So they in 30 days they're completely biodegradable,
You had me
in the
sold when you
environment.
said I could get this done in maybe 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to all day. And then the house smelling crazy all day.
Yep. Nope. I was done and wiped it out, and I was done with the scrubbing. The scrubbing, obviously, with the Spirinet, the stainless steel ball. It's not a wool ball, so wool balls will leave little pokies in your fingers. Like you'll get metal slivers with the SOS pads that I used to use.
Yes.
So I would get nice little slivers in there. The stainless steel balls don't do that.
Ah,
They give
okay.
you just as good cleansing action. So
then how do you clean the ball afterwards?
Well, I use it in my sink. Actually, I use it on my stainless steel pots and pans to scrub off the oil, and it just on my
just rinse it off.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like an SOS pad, but better.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, tell us more. So now we've saved time by cleaning our oven in 30 minutes. I might actually cook if that's the case. I've gotten where I get it pre-cooked and I just heat it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, anything for less work, right? And so that's what I'm here to help share, how to make that endeavor less work, especially when you have guests coming over and you're like, don't open the oven.
Well, I'm just appalled at how the glass gets so crazy looking. I just can't seem to get that to act right.
Yeah. So on top of the oven cleaner, for getting ready for the holidays, I'm going to share with you our safe haven set. But the main squeeze, I guess you could say, of our kit is the Dynamic Duo and Enviro cloth, which says Enviro on it. It's a microfiber that's 1/200th of a human hair, as opposed to the industry standard that's 1/6, and it's geared to pick up everything, mechanically remove everything off of the surface, as opposed to chemically add something to the surface, and then you have to let it set, and then you have to come back and clean it up like I used to have to do, because once I started reading the instructions on the back of the packages that I would typically use to clean, it got to be more work than I wanted. So when I found Norwex and all I had to do was use water to clean off my surfaces, go through and wipe my house, you follow it up with this, and it dries the surface, and you're golden.
Okay.
So yeah, and the silver in the cloth, wherever you're wiping at, inhibits the growth of bacteria, which is why you never have a smelly cloth again.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. So talk to me about this. What room do I use this in?
I use it in all my rooms.
So what are you wiping down? Are you wiping down your coffee tables, your counters? What are you doing?
Well, you can wipe down your coffee table if it's got, kids may eat on there or whatnot. Yeah, definitely wipe down your coffee tables, your surfaces, anything that has kind of like a built up substance of some kind from kids residue, I guess you could call it.
Or your dining room table, or
your dining room table. But if you're just dusting, dusting mitt is really good for getting all the dust off of the frames with the nice detail. You know how some of our picture frames have nice detail and it's hard to get
Yeah.
into the crevices. Our artwork that you might have, some people have oil paintings, and it's great at dusting the oil paintings without adding any chemical to it
Oh.
to clean. If you did a restoration, a professional restoration, they have to use special solvents to clean an oil painting. But if you're just using a dusting mitt that's supercharged with static or electricity, it just, you rub it against itself and it's statically charged and it's ready to go across your surface and eliminate your dust and dust mites.
Oh.
So dusting, and it actually holds all of the dust in the fibers because it's super plush, and it's, you just wipe it and you continue wiping all of the dusting, get all your dusting done, and you can scrape it off. Or I just took it outside in the beginning and smacked it against the railing or something just to get rid of it. You know, my grandmother did with rugs.
Smacking our tools. Okay.
Yeah, they withstand a lot of beating. So yeah. So you're
How
taking.
long do those cloths last?
I've known people that have used their same claws for up to 15 years.
How
With
many?
proper, with 15 years with
Oh
proper
my
use and
gosh.
care. Yeah.
Oh.
So it is like, if you can host and earn a lot of these products, but if you just want to slowly build up your products over time, it's an investment, but it's well worth it because you're going to not be needing to go to the store to buy the next cleaner because you ran out. So you're using gas, you're using your time to go and get something that didn't give you all of the results that you're looking for in the beginning, and but you were just settling for what you were getting.
So what I hear you saying is that all those products that I have under the sink, I can probably get rid of.
You could. I got rid of all of them under my sink, all that in my kitchen and my bathroom and my laundry room. And my garage had a nice arsenal of chemicals that I just stashed because it didn't do the job of what I originally purchased it for. So I said, you know what, I'll just use it for something else. And you just collect a nice arsenal of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we have a question here. Francine says, how do you get rid of the chemicals properly? You can't get rid of them. I went to go take all of I had 5 large boxes, not medium, not small. I had large boxes of chemicals. And that's how I grew up. You know, we all grew up utilizing what our moms taught us, what their grandmother taught them, and so on, that we didn't stop to question, and we just used it as how they showed us. But if you read the instructions, you'll get a little more insight. So I had to I went to the dump to take them to the dump because I didn't want to expose anybody else to something, and also add it to our waterways, since the system is not prepared to take out all those chemicals. So I went there. They're like, you can't dump this. This is hazardous material. So we don't have you can put it in hazardous, but you're going to have to pay. So pay to dump hazardous material.
Wow.
So we're cleaning our home with hazardous material. And so if you've ever heard the expression, the air inside your home is more full of, it's more dirty, it's dirtier than the air outside your home, it's probably a contributing factor as well.
The fact that we've cleaned with the chemicals?
Yeah, because it goes airborne. Yeah.
Yeah, we pay to buy and we pay to dump. Yeah. Wow.
Yep. Yeah, it's really beneficial to eliminate the toxins and chemicals in our homes. And because the ECE, Early Child Care and Education Handbook, that the study that the EPA has set forth for the kids to attend a facility, whether it be a school, a daycare, or whatnot, it says in there to eliminate all synthetic fragrance items, and then they give you studies that have been published and the reasoning why not to use it, and they even have a PowerPoint presentation, and it's all online and accessible to people, but it's not advertised to people, so you kind of have to do your due diligence and find things. But the government says don't use these things and it should be scent free and all that stuff,
Oh my.
because they're becoming more aware of the chemicals in there. And in the PowerPoint presentation, it says do not use all the stuff that's sold on the shelves in stores for household use is toxic to human daily
Wow,
human
so this
use.
is a great product for people if they're running a daycare business. This is something that they need to be aware of,
Yeah,
that it's available.
it's because the ECE has some resources in there for people to access, but there's the thing with that is they're very costly. And they're recommended by the EPA, if you will. So but the challenge with that is, I understand from some daycare providers, is that while they're using it in their daycares, they still should have the bucket of bleach in the back room present for the State Department to come and do the tour. So
Interesting.
they might not have to use it, but they have to have it there and ready.
Huh.
They can still use them. And I've known teachers to upgrade their classroom, and then this way they have the kids help clean too, because they're
Yeah.
just using water and microfiber. So I know you were mentioning something about the streaky glass and the mirrors.
Oh
So
my gosh.
that stuff is so fun. I tell you, it's one of our most daunting challenges, keeping windows clean as a parent. Stainless
You know
steel
what?
too. I have to add stainless steel to that because I have stainless steel and it was a drag.
Well, my hallway has mirrored, what do you call it, closets, and they're pretty, but my gosh, my 5-year-old granddaughter just every time she comes, it's like, because she
Yeah.
likes to play with the mirror, and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this.
Yeah. Aw. So memories. I can remember the time. I'm still wiping away memories to this day, by the way, in my house. But all I did was use my EnviroCloth, wet, wipe the surface, wipe the glass, wipe the mirrors, wipe the picture frame glass, whatever. And then I followed it up with our polishing cloth. It says polish right on the polisher window. It says it right on the tag right there.
Okay.
You're able to clean it and leave it with a streak-free shine. So you have the two. Dynamic Duo, and that's in our Safe Haven 5 set. Plus
all I need to do that is water, right?
And all you need is water.
Cool.
And in our Safe Haven 5 set is something that's elbow grease in a jar.
Yes.
And that I used it to take off 4-year-old Sharpie marker off of my dining table. That was the way I got started in Norwex. And once it took it off, I was sold. I was like, I didn't even care about the raw chicken demo. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. The table was my arch nemesis for the last 4 years. I bought product after product. It didn't solve my solution. This did, and it solved all my greasy buildup solutions, all my other Sharpie marker solutions, because my husband's a contractor, so he had Sharpies everywhere. Kids got a hold of them, got white wooden blinds. This took off the Sharpie marker.
Oh, wow.
Off the white wooden blinds.
I have
So no damage.
Yeah. Thank God no Sharpies have arrived on them.
Permanent marker, I should say, but yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And then the last but not least, to get ready for your household parties and getting your house ready for the holidays, this is our detergent. It's our powder form. I've used this to make a multi-purpose cleaner, also to help take off the buildup. For example, in my oven, not my oven, you know, the range hood that has the little grills inside and they get really built up, greasy, dusty.
Yes.
The vent. I pulled those out. I didn't have, I couldn't find replacements because it's outdated. So I boiled a pot of water. I put a scoop of this in, and I let those sit in the tub or in the sink. If you have a nice barn sink or those big apron sinks, those are awesome. I have the divider, so I didn't have that luxury. So I stuck it in a Rubbermaid tote. And boiling water and a scoop of this, and I let them sit for about 30 to 45 minutes. When I pulled them out, there was no scrubbing involved except for just wiping around the edge.
Oh my
They were
goodness.
the grease was off.
Wow.
So I didn't have to buy a new one.
I wonder if I can clean my my furnace filter with that.
Yeah, you probably could. Yeah,
Yeah,
if it's a reusable filter, yeah,
it
you
is.
could.
Oh, okay.
So what makes our detergent better than traditional detergents? I don't know if you can see this, but this is your traditional pod. I also used to have a traditional powder, but that bit the dust. So the powder had like halfway full of debris. And sometimes they can fill up your detergents with gypsum, with other fillers, along with oxy brighteners, which are not good for people to have near their skin. And the machine is not able to get them all out. So if anyone out there is using a detergent that's a traditional over-the-counter kind, you can wash it, put it on the wash cycle again, and see how much suds and everything comes out and how much your machine is not able to get out on the first cycle.
Oh.
Our machines, their life gets shortened by all that stuff that's in the over-the-counter stuff.
Because my
It builds up.
I can do a double rinse. I wonder if that's why. Maybe I should be doing a double rinse if I'm using something traditional. Huh.
If you're using something traditional, you can check to see if you have, do the double rinse to get those all out. So ours only has 2 ingredients, and in this 1 2-pound bag, there's 140 loads. I get about that 140 to 150 loads in 1 2-pound bag. It's about as big as smaller than my head, but yeah. So it's nice.
Wow. So now hold that up. I'm not sure what I'm looking at now.
So this is the traditional detergent that has all of the sediment that gets stuck and left behind in your machines if your machine isn't able to rinse it out or it's left behind in your clothes. This is the traditional over-the-counter pod. This is our laundry detergent, the sticker on it, excuse me. But this is our Norwex detergent, sorry. And it only has 2 ingredients, and it's what I use to degrease anything that I have a challenge with. I even use it as a stain treater, stain fighter.
Oh, okay. Wow. All righty, Daddy. Well, Brenda, we just want to thank you so much for coming on and sharing and showing us ways to save time and money during,
Yeah.
during
Thank you
the
so much.
holiday and all year round. Now, is there something else you want to share with us?
Yes, actually, I am going to have for the month of December for anyone who hosts gets to have like a white elephant party, meaning that everyone who attends your party will get a gift just for attending because they're all going to be wrapped up in their own boxes. So that's for the first 11 days in December. So if you'd like to host a party and you want everyone to get a present, why not host a Norwex party?
Sounds nice.
Holiday prep. I call it a holiday prep gathering to connect with the ladies over the holidays. So it's only going to go for until December 11th. So I'm hoping to get everyone in there, one person every day to host.
So guys, we need to book early if you're planning on hosting a party. Now, if they want to host a party, how do they contact you?
You can reach me through www.brennagarcia.norwex.biz and reach out to me through there. Then there's Happily Clean and Green team, also, and also the Happily Green and Clean team, or
Okay.
Green and Clean on my business page. Yeah,
Okay.
the other
So,
one's a VIP.
so that is over on Facebook. You're Happily Green and
Mm-hmm.
Happily Green
They're both
and
Happily Clean and Green is a VIP group, and
okay.
Happily Green and Clean is a business.
Okay. So we can find her over there on Facebook at Happily Green and Clean. And Brenna, you're always a blessing. We appreciate you and we
Yes,
thank you
you
so
are.
much for these tips. I'm really amazed at how simple it's going to be to clean my oven. Glory to God. Okay. So with that, I just want to thank
That's what we're
everybody.
about. Make it easy and get it over with.
Yes, yes. So I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Remember, you don't have to work yourself into bad health trying to get the house clean for the holidays. Brenda's got some great ideas and tips to help you do that quicker and easier and more economically over the course of the year. You're going to save money and you're going to change your lifestyle. So with that, we just want to say, don't forget to go to the front of your own line. Tomorrow is Friday. We'll be talking tech and English. And we'll see you then. Bye-bye.